This is a test of the boundary part alert system. Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Latics Football Phone with me, Matt Dean.
And me, Dave Bradley.
It's very nice that you have joined us this evening for the last episode of the season.
Of the season, indeed. Yes.
Yes.
And what a season it has been.
Now then.
Oh.
Oldham have won so much jewelry.
Jingle jangle.
Evening,
Evening,
guys.
Evening, chaps.
Chaps. Which we presume is some kind of reference to the...
And before you ask, Rob,
beefy.
Bob, whatever your name is,
No.
I know you're really Bob. I don't want a rag pudding ever. Okay? So let's put it out there. No rag pudding chat this evening. So, how was your bank holiday, Matt?
Decent.
Up to much?
Yeah. Watched Latics on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like ages ago.
Yeah. Peter Clark up front.
Yeah, Peter Clark up front. Brilliant atmosphere at Boundary Park, wasn't there?
Yeah, it was. It was great.
Really good. Peter Clark got a proper send-off this time.
Yeah. And quite rightly so.
Absolutely fantastic. Was it 2-2?
1-1.
1-1. As if I've completely forgotten the game already. So if anyone wants to phone in and remind us about the game, feel free.
One good point from the game, I may add. Shelton at right back. Better at right back.
Definitely, yeah. 100%, yeah.
He's not the best in
well, when he went back into midfield...
They scored.
Yeah. Yeah. It was good. And then Sunday was our big day, wasn't it?
No, we didn't get married.
No.
No, the live, loud, and beefy event. We're all right. If anyone went, give us a shout.
Well, Dave Alt. Oh no, hang on, it keeps moving. Where has it gone?
Dave Alt.
Oh yeah, no, that's why. The event on Sunday looked brilliant. Well done, that.
Well, it was brilliant.
It was brilliant. It was a brilliant night on Sunday. Nice touch recognising Roy's service to the club. Well done. Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
And
thank you, Roy, for all your service.
We gave Roy a Latics Lifelong Legends Award because it's 60 years, isn't it, at the club? And supporting Latics for 60 years is hard work.
Missed 12 games as well.
12 games in 60 years, home games. That's mental.
Glutton for punishment.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can't fault Roy for that.
No. Mark, yeah, who was there? Yeah, thanks, Mark. Thanks for a great night Sunday, guy. Absolutely brilliant. Great to meet David Unsworth and Mark White, amongst many others. There was loads of people there. We had
Mark White.
Mark White drove all the way up from Dorking.
Yeah.
Just for that. He's mental. He is mental, but
he's a
in
good
the
lad,
best way
and
possible.
He spoke and gave everyone his time.
Yeah.
It was as if he was just one of the lads, weren't he? There was no airs or graces. He even got up and sang Park Life, didn't he, at one point?
Yeah.
And he said he wished he was an Oldham fan.
I think he is in a way.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the Dorking manager and owner, but so he can't really be a Dorking fan, can he? So he's an Oldham fan.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of plots thickening between the Oldham Athletic. I won't reveal what they were, but the Oldham Athletic owners and the Dorking owner were plotting, weren't they?
Yeah, they were indeed.
Which was great. I must say that our owners will not be outdrank by many other owners in this division. They can certainly put it away.
Yeah.
And it was just a brilliant night. It was a great atmosphere. It was fantastic. The Atleticos came down.
Yeah, thanks to Cam
they
and
were
Ryan.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Cam Ryan and some of the guys brought their drum.
Rhino outfit.
A rhino outfit. Yeah, and it was just cracking. It was really, really good. So we thought we'd come on and we'd just have a quick chat tonight about, well, we're not going to go on about the event all night, but obviously that was a big thing for us and we're really pleased that it went really well. Last game of the season was a bit of a, it's a bit of a non-event really in it insofar as the football's concerned. It would have been nice to have finished on a winning streak, but unfortunately that wasn't
still on an
the case.
Unbeaten streak.
Still unbeaten, yeah. Last 6 games unbeaten.
Yeah.
Conceded 1 goal in the last 5 games, so that's really good. We've got the return list, which I'll bring up in a bit, and we can have a chat through that.
Yeah.
Because we were talking about that on the podcast this week. And yeah, if you've got anything that you want to say about the season, then come on and say it. If you've
and your hopes for next season as well.
Yeah,
what would you be expecting?
Who would you keep? Who would you release? All that kind of stuff. And if nobody wants to call in, then we'll finish it early because we don't really have a queue. We've got Ibby waiting, but other than that, we've not got anybody else waiting. So,
should we get him in then?
Let's have a chat with Ibby then. He's waiting there patiently as always.
Ibby.
Evening, guys. You all right?
Yes,
yeah,
mate.
you.
How are you?
I'm all right, buddy. It was nice that you went very well on Sunday night.
Oh, thanks, mate. Really appreciate that. We should get you there.
A lot of guests came up. I saw the photos. I was very impressed. And fair dues to Mark White coming along.
Yeah, he's a great guy. Really is a great guy.
Have you spoke to him lately? Has he got back home safely?
Yeah, he got back safe, mate. Yeah, we spoke to him. Yeah, he had a great night. And he's also got a bit of a secret up his sleeve for next season when Oldham play Dorking. But we'll wait for the. We'll wait for everyone
Dave.
To see
honestly, he's a friend. He's a friend to you guys for good now.
Yeah, definitely.
He's one of these guys, Ibby, that just like he's really genuine and he's got time for everybody. You know, he makes from what I can see from him is he makes people feel special by giving people time.
Yeah,
and he's just himself all the time. He's very genuine, and I think in football that is a very, very rare thing.
Yeah,
it's not. People are quite cagey and suspicious in football a lot of the time. I mean, not saying that
their own agendas.
Yeah,
but I think he's genuinely loving what he does, and he's doing what he said to me. He's doing what he's dreamt to do all his life.
Yeah,
and he's enjoying every single minute of it. He said because that's what life's all about, and it's just really nice to hear that.
You know what, Ibby?
I'm just happy that he's kept Dorking up, which is a very achievement because at one point they were right in the mix, but luckily they've come out and done well.
Massive achievement. The club is what 23 years old. And it's been playing at the grassroots of the game, and he's taken them all the way up to the National League, where he's playing teams like Wrexham, Notts County, Oldham, Chesterfield, Torquay, former Football League clubs like, and it's just what he's achieved is fantastic. But the best thing about the other night, Ibby, was the atmosphere, the sense of togetherness and optimism, and it was just a different vibe, wasn't it?
Yeah, positivity. It was just positive, weren't it?
It
was
really
like
positive.
Like Christmas Eve, weren't it? When you're waiting for your presents to be open. That's how I felt. It was like the anticipation and the excitement of what's going to come next. And speaking to the board, speaking to Luke, Sue, Jimmy, Darren, they were just like very complimentary, really happy, and Darren said it.
I'm just delighted that they turned up for your event because I didn't even know that they were attending.
Yeah, well, I mean, we know that Darren and Luke listen to the podcast and the phone in and appreciate like what we do, and obviously we're very grateful for what the club what the board and the new owners have done for the club, and so there's a lot of. And the fans as well. It's like Dave said, there was a feeling of togetherness. It's like we can't do this without each other. Like we do, it start getting a bit soppy and stuff, but we need each other. Like we do need each other. And it's important that we're all on the same page. The Atleticos have been such a breath of fresh air that they're the ones that have changed the energy and the atmosphere inside Boundary Park. Then there's other people that have helped to change the energy and the atmosphere outside Boundary Park. There's I know that you've well documented with your issues with David Unsworth, but he's working really, really hard trying to change the mentality within the dressing room and within the players. And he made a joke, didn't he, when he came up on stage about saying like, because he was shouting David Unsworth Blue and White Army, and what is it? Took you long enough, didn't it?
It took Effie long enough, didn't it? Yeah. But you can laugh at it, and actually that sort of side to him is sort of softening, because it must have been difficult for him coming in. It's his first role. He's a very professional guy. Do you know what I mean? And obviously he had to settle in himself, and he came with a squad that was absolute dross at points, wasn't it? And a lot of injuries.
Yeah, I fully agree, but I thought he handled the Peter Clark match so very professional. I was very happy with David Unsworth, what he said and did for him on the pitch, and it was nice to see. But on serious note, next season he needs to hit the ground running, or I won't be changing my mind. It will still be Unsworth out, sadly. But as you know, he's still here. I've got no choice now but to support him next season, but it doesn't mean he's out of the wood.
No.
Well, I mean, he's a football manager, and he knows that he has to win games. I think what you have to remember is that it does take time to change a club infrastructure like at Oldham. Look at Chelsea now. Look at what's going on at Chelsea. All the money in the world, but
still can't get it right
because this owner's come in and he's pissing around with it and he's interfering. And the chopping and changing managers left, right, and centre. It's the same at Spurs.
Yeah.
You've got to have a very, very solid, together backroom team. You've got to have. You can't keep changing people over and over again. It just does not work. And we're seeing that. Very rarely does it work. Leeds are another example now. Sam Allardyce is going in 3 managers this season. There's got to be some stability. And
I think it's a bit different in the Premier League because it's all about the money in it. It's not nothing else other than money.
You can buy your way out of it to a degree, but what Chelsea are showing is, and United as well to a degree, even you can throw £500 million at something and still not get it right. It's and then you've got on the flip side, Dorking, which like Oldham fan here says what English football is about: hard work and good people rising to the divisions. You need to have stability at a football club. There needs to be a consistency, and it has to be led well, and the leadership starts at the top. And on the football side of things now, that's David Unsworth's responsibility. And he thought he was brilliant with everybody the other night. And listen, say what you want about him online, but if you ever stood next to him and you shook his hand, you'd be all smiles because he's absolutely massive.
He said to me, like, thanks for all your support. He said, sometimes it can be frustrating, but he said, you have supporters. That's all they need. That's all the players want, support. When they go through a bad time, and support when they go through a good time.
I agree with that, guys. But he's had dog abuse, and fair enough. He stood to it, carried on what he needed to be done, and I'm just hoping he gets the signings done very quickly because he needs to show us that he means it. Because in the olden times, he said, "My aim is to crash the playoffs, but we can do one better. We could easily win that league. I'm not being funny." If he gets the right signings,
I agree.
It's about managing expectations, isn't it?
I think we probably could do. I think if he manages the expectations, keeps them lower. If he comes out and says we're going to smash the league next season, and we don't, then that's just going to come back to haunt him, isn't it?
Well, it's like Sheridan this season said, "I'm going to take Oldham back up. That's what I want to do." And that's everyone got it in their head they want to go up. Everyone wants the playoffs, and that will be the bare minimum expectation.
I love the club to go out and sign that Cheshire's Kurt player and Kanu from Barnet, because I think them two quality signings will improve our squad.
I think. I mean, the thing that you have to remember is that at this level, when players aren't on massive money, things like where they live. We've not been buying players or signing players
who children are they at school.
They tend to be more local, don't they? They're not on the kind of money where and the club can't afford to do things like relocate them and things like that necessarily. So I think locality is important. Maybe if some players have got roots up in this area, it might be easier for them to move back. But I think for me, it's just a case of I get a lot of talk in WhatsApp groups and signing this and keeping an eye on this player, blah blah. I tend not to buy into all that stuff. I'm just going to wait and see who the club sign. I'm just going to have faith that they're going to do, sign the right players. Like you said, though, it'd be nice if we get the signings in early. I think the players' contracts tend to expire in June, and players tend to become available. So that's when you start to see. When you start at the end of June, that's right, and then you start to see the players sort of start signing. Maybe we'll see some really early business this time, and that'd be really good.
And I agree with the players that are being released. No surprise there for any of them.
Should we have a look at
is there anyone who
have a look at the list a bit? We've got it up here.
So
that's all.
I'm happy with what's happened, but it's sad to see Peter Clark gone.
Yeah, I think it's time. He's What is he? 41.
41 now.
41. Yeah. He can't play anymore, can he? I don't think at this level.
I'm a bit surprised that Jordan Windass is still at the club, and
he's under contract though, isn't he? So unless they can negotiate something with him, I think the situation here is with Jordan Windass, with Jason Luttweiler, with Harrison McGahey, these players' contracts need negotiating. They might we might see them leave the club a bit later on but as it stands, they're in contract. Same with Luke Burgess. So I think. But the rest, when you look at the rest of that, there we've got
18 players.
Those players that are staying, that is very, very good for the football club. You think about the last number of seasons where we've had, the types of
Conor McKelney, all these decent players, the people that we wanted to extend contracts to. We have Ben Tollett, Magnus Norman, Mike Fondop. They seem to be doing the right things. How many more players do you think we need for next season? In terms of,
I think about 5 or 6 to me, but they have to be the proper players, not somebody who will come in and refuse to play proper. It needs to be quality signings, and we need to hit the ground running seriously next season.
So, what would your expectation be for the first 5 games then?
All wins, hopefully, but as you know, we will struggle down the path because. You can't win every game, and I said that. But David Unsworth has to get the right players in, and he needs to surprise everybody because he's our dog, abused by everybody almost this season.
I think he's turned the corner with his signings, although Sambu's going back to Crewe.
You could argue that Sambu came in and did a job, though.
Yeah, no, I'm saying, but,
sure.
Everyone criticised him when he came in, but he showed a lot of willing, and he saw a player in him.
Got a couple of goals.
Kitchen.
I've been told Sambu might be coming back.
Who? Sorry.
I've been told that Sambu's been offered a new deal, but he's gone away to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
A short-term deal, I think he was offered.
Right.
Yeah, well, we'll have to wait and see, won't we? But like I said, I'm confident now that what we have next season will again be an improvement on what we have now, and what we have now is an improvement on what we had at the start of the season. So, like Mark White famously said on our phone-in, it's about incremental improvements, isn't it? Mm-hmm. And we're seeing those incremental improvements because there are still those that think we should have been doing far, far better. We should have been. You don't go from here to here. You don't go from 0 to 60 unless you're putting in serious amounts of money, and everything that we have to do at Oldham Athletic has to be sustainable.
Yeah.
So
you can't go sign Ben Foster and Billy Waters just on a whim like Wrexham did.
No.
You know what I mean? And now Ben Foster's coming out saying he wants more money because he's in the Football League. It's today in an interview. It's not sustainable. And how much would they lose in a week? 52 grand a week, something like that?
Yeah, Wrexham? 56 grand a week.
Can't be losing that amount of money. And everything they've done is structured, stable, secure, and sustainable. And we've got to thank our board for that.
Well, it's not sustainable yet. I mean, that's the other thing we have to remember. The club isn't sustainable now. It's not making a profit. It's not paying for itself. It's going to take a long time for that to happen. Until that happens, the Rothwell family are going to have to put money in. We're going to have to support it with season tickets. We've sold 2,500 season tickets already. Over the summer, people will be saving up and all that kind of stuff. We'll sell more. I'm sure we'll sell well in excess of 3,000. If we can get nearer to 4, that'd be amazing. I think it's up to us to back.
Well, the season ticket price is what they've done with this season. Again, it's brilliant. Under 300. It's under 300 quid.
Yeah, Dave. They need to extend that season ticket bird thing a bit longer, I think, because. So far, it's getting people buying the season tickets, but I would extend that for a while for people because they've been struggling to buy some online.
Yeah, well, 2,800 so far, so I've been told, but
just reliable source.
Someone said that we sold 3,600 this time last year, but that was because they're at £200 and they were sold at
You bought one.
I bought one, but for a stupid price.
When are the fixtures out, Dave and Matt?
They're usually out end of July, early August, aren't they?
Yeah, there's business still ongoing, isn't there? There's the National League.
Yeah, seriously, I'll miss this show now when the season is ending now, and I really want to thank you guys because you put effort for doing this for the fans.
Thanks,
oh,
Ibby.
that's really nice of you to say that. Thanks, Ibby. Really
there's nothing much more to say from me. Just look after yourself. Have a good holiday and see you soon.
Thanks a lot,
Thanks, mate. You take care. All the best,
Ibby.
Yeah, bye-bye.
See you, mate.
That was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And, we do put a lot of effort in, but we are looking forward to a break. But we will miss it.
Because I can't stand Matt Dean anymore. No, I'm only joking. I love you.
You bastard. Yeah, so let's talk to Graham.
Hey up, mate.
All right, guys.
How you feeling, mate? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Good.
I saw the game of the weekend. Yeah, it was good. I mean, the point, I think Bromley through the whole game probably deserved the point.
They're a better footballing side, weren't they?
It's not the first time we said that this season, is it?
I mean, Dan Gardner had a great game as well.
If we can keep him fit, then he'd be a real player next season for us, won't he? But and Shelton at right back, what did you think of that?
Can I be honest with you? I think we should be training. I mean, Shelton is going to be an amazing right back, right? Because he looks so much better than Will Sutton at right back. But I would still train up Will Sutton as a right back as well, have him as a centre and right back as a stand-in because he played no bad as a right back.
He played at the centre half, didn't he?
I thought
on
he
Saturday,
played really well centre half.
I think we still need we'll still need another right back signing, even if Shelton is an option there.
Yeah, no, he looked good.
Yeah. No, did Alex Reid come on? Honestly, I don't know why he came on, didn't he?
What did you think about Fondop and Nuttall starting up front?
Yeah, I'm liking that, but for me, I mean, Fondop gets his criticism like early in the season. Remember when he kept getting sent off, and I was not liking it. Because remember I said if he's get sent off, remember I had to go.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
and you're quite right. If you can't have that complacency when you've got someone up front, because if you lose a striker in a game, it's only 10 men.
Stupid mistakes.
Yeah,
but then he turned around and scored all the goals. So you mean he's his own worst enemy.
Even David Unser said on the Sunday night our live show, he said he's really hard work to bloody coach because 1 minute he'll just pull something out of his heart that nobody expected. You know what I mean? So
this is a good point from Darren here. Their keeper played. What did they look like on TV? Because they were just, I don't know, you get to see a replay and stuff. I haven't seen any of the highlights, but outstanding saves.
National League one, the National League channel,
which
is what's end up here. But the replays look good. I mean, their keeper. See if we could grab their keeper as our second keeper next year, I would feel really secure. Obviously, Norman's going to be our number one because he's quality, but that guy kept them in the game so many times.
Yeah, and we missed 3 sitters as well, didn't we?
When Ben Tollett went running through.
Yeah, and Nuttall in the first half, about 4 yards out. Yeah. So we could have put them away. Yeah. I think on another day it would have been a different story, but that's why they're in the playoffs, because they can grind that result out.
But next season's got to be, if we're going to be contenders next season, it's got to be one of those where we are putting those chances away.
Yeah.
And we've heard a lot of. I think a lot of the players that we've signed have not. Seems like they've not had proper pre-seasons. That they weren't coming into the season fully fit and at their best.
Let's give you an example. Kitchen was injured with an ACL. He was just coming back, and he didn't really start training until we signed him in the January. He didn't start training until the September. Shelton, I'm not sure. I couldn't really comment on. Alex Reid, he was in and out. He was in a bit of limbo, and he was then sent off to Solihull, so he didn't get a proper pre-season, and he was up and down the motorway because he lives in Manchester. Fondop was clearly unfit in pre-season. Chapel Road had a drought, so they couldn't train on there. They were training on Avro, weren't they? All it takes is just to get those first few weeks of pre-season done properly.
Yeah.
And I'm not being funny with Sheridan or Tommy Wright, but I think their methods were outdated compared to maybe.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Go and have a few beers, work hard and have a few beers after training. I'm only surmising there, and that's a big assumption for me.
We've seen it this season in the National League, how high the standards are in terms of fitness.
Yeah. We squad it out. He's got them all fit and had them playing. I mean, six undefeated. I mean, at the beginning of the month when we were still sitting near the bottom, we thought, like you said yourself, Dave, we go on a 3 or 4 match run, we could be right up there.
Yeah.
Just look at that this season, those 4 or 5 games at the end, and how quickly we move up the table. It's insane, isn't it?
But that's what I'm saying. It can turn around so fast. I mean, look at my team, Dumbarton in Scotland, 11 points clear with 2 games in hand, right? We lost the league by 11 points.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, and the thing is that winning breeds winning.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of people we were talking. There's been a debate about performances and winning and all that kind of. I mean, look, if you win, you win, and if you don't play well and you win, that's even better. Like, it's just winning is winning, and if we win the first 5 games, and we don't play particularly well, that will be the best possible start to the season, because then you've got room to improve and still win games. So,
I was listening to the pod where you were discussing the players going in that and staying in that before they come out.
Yeah.
Did you agree with it, or did you?
I agreed with a lot of your stuff, Dave. I really agreed with what you were saying about the ins and outs.
Yeah. What were your thoughts? I'll just put the retained and in contracts there. Can you see that, Graham? Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with most of them. There's only 2 players I would have kept.
Who's that?
I would have kept Jordan Clark. I mean, we all moan about him, but he could have came good. And I would have kept. I would have tried to have kept. What do we call him? Not Porter, obviously. He's just. I would have tried to have kept that young Joe Edwards boy, because we've lost Harry Vaughan the same way. We've lost. We just need to keep something. Hopefully, we could sell him on for a good profit. But
I think, they've been in the squad all season. They've not featured, so presumably, they were kind of like left over from the previous management and the previous season, and obviously the new coaching team have had a look at them and decided that they don't feel that that this is the league for them, or that they've got the value to sell on, or whatever it is. So they got to free up places in the squad. It's like, I thought Andy did really well with that. The idea of like the we thought we were just going to be doing a pod about the squad, but he said, putting in some of the restrictions and things like that, because it's not finite.
Keep them and save them.
Yeah, it's finite. You can't have. You have to manage it, and the club and the management team and
it was a really difficult exercise when he put all those caveats in, and it actually put a bit of thought in it. It's nice that Andy does do that, because we certainly don't do it.
Yeah, well, that's why I got Andy in.
All the years, because you knew when their contracts were up and everything. He was
he's the stat man.
Yeah, well, apparently the club ring Andy when they need to know facts about things like that. Go skip the club secretary and just go to Andy.
Yeah, just ring Andy Halliwell.
That's not true, but they might as well.
I missed the event because it was too far to come down for the one night because of the holiday situation, because I didn't have any left.
Yeah, fair enough.
There'll be another one, don't worry.
Oh, Paul
Prendergast, yeah.
Paul Prendergast won it. Yeah, he's the guy who set the questions. Now, not for the final. I hasten to add. Andy set the questions for the final. Paul sets the questions like throughout the year, and he's well regarded as the Latics mastermind. Joe Payne was in the final. Paddy Howard was in the final as well. Paddy did his on video, and Joe came along and did it live. So it's open for competition again, probably next season, I guess. And,
that's my favorite part of the show. I love that when you go to the mastermind theme and questions. I sometimes think they take too long when we're passing. If you don't know it straight away, just pass, and then you get more questions.
Exactly.
Well, that's it. We might even get you on next season, Graham, if you're up for it.
Yeah, but then I'll get neural points.
Well, you have to do a bit of studying over the summer.
My Latics knowledge start with Carlisle away in 2019.
Well, you get lots of questions after that.
Well, if Paul Prendergast's watching, just can we start from there for Graham, and then we could go from there, can't we, potentially?
But
so
anyway,
where do you think we'll be next season then? Where do you think this? If let's say we're a season ahead now, and we're at the end of the season, where do you realistically think we'll be, Graham?
What I would like to see is where Bromley is right now.
7th.
I would take 7th right now. Anything else apart from that is a bonus.
Right.
Playoff.
I think it depends. We'll have our predictions obviously before the season starts. We'll have our predictions show and all that kind of stuff. But
I'm not doing it this year. No, I'm gonna really set my expectations low.
But a lot's going to depend on who's in the division next year, who we sign. I think once Notts County are gone,
I'm looking forward to Oldham Rochdale next year.
Oh yeah, are you going to come down for that? You should definitely.
I came down for the last one. Then me and my sister Lorna and my friend Gary came down, and I kind of had an altercation with another Oldham fan without realising. Remember the pies you get, you put in the rolls?
Yeah.
What do you call it? You call it like a Wigan kebab or something?
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Oldham kebab.
There's a guy sitting in front of me, right, with a hood completely full rounded, right, the hood, and I took a bite and the pie shot out at the other end, right, but I didn't have the heart to tell him because I was kind of like standing back going, oh my God. I didn't say anything to him. So we're walking back to the car, right, so the guys passed us by chance when we're in the car with his hood up, down still, and I'm thinking he's going to get home or it's going to rain, he's going to put his hood up and get a piece of pie.
That's that's just one of the perils of going to the football. It's just
I've never had one before. I didn't realise that there was a full pie. I thought they would just have like a half a pie on the roll and just the one shot out the front.
Oh, there we go.
Well, you'll know next time. Yeah. Eat with caution.
But it was nice. It was a nice game.
Thank God he had his hood up.
I hope he's not listening.
Well, you never know.
I'm sure he forgives you, Graham, anyway, even if he is. Right, thanks for getting in touch, mate. Enjoy the summer.
Enjoy the rest of your year.
I hope you get some sunshine up there in Scotland and you have a nice time.
Yeah.
And give us a call next season.
Yeah.
Yep. No worries, guys.
Take care of yourself, Graham.
See you around.
See you later, pal. Bye.
Bye.
Right, Dave.
Yeah.
It's 8:30. We've got no callers lined up, so I think we'll call it a night because it's been a long season.
Yeah, they're probably all watching Liverpool and City, aren't they?
City aren't playing, are they?
Yeah, against they are playing against West Ham.
Oh, are they?
All right, so if you're an Oldham fan and you're watching Man City and you don't phone in the next minute,
you could be listening to us too drawn on.
You should be fully ashamed of yourself.
I don't blame you, personally.
We're putting all these live shows and all this bloody effort and all these phone-ins and all these podcasts for you, and you can't even be bothered to ring in. Wing.
Thanks, Mark. Enjoy your summer too and roll on the next season. I'm very excited about it. Have you got anything you'd like to sign off with, Dave?
No. No, just thanks to all the callers. Thanks to all the guests. Lee Duxbury, Mark White, Pete Wild, Gary Pascoe, the Geordie guy from the Heed Army.
Yeah.
Grace Scott from Maidenhead or Maidstone. I can't remember. Torquay fan, again, can't remember your name. Every person who's participated in the phone-in this year, apart from that guy called James who said Abdallah in, he can go and burn. But yeah, everyone else, thank you so much. We really, really appreciate it and have a lovely summer.
What he said. The Boundary Park Alert System is hosted and produced weekly by Matt Dean, Andy Halliwell and Dave Bradley. A huge thank you goes to those people who already subscribe to the podcast. We appreciate you all, and if you'd like to help us out financially, please visit oafcpodcast.co.uk and click support or find the link in the show notes. It's only $2.99 a month to subscribe, but if you'd rather make a one-off donation, please visit buymeacoffee.com/OAFC podcast or click the link on our website. Please follow and interact with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram and TikTok at OAFC Podcast, and subscribe to youtube.com/@OAFC Podcast, where you will find the Latics Football Phone-In with myself and Dave Bradley live every Wednesday from 8:30 p.m. We'd like to thank Arlene Finnegan for writing our excellent weekly blog, which we encourage you to read on our website every Saturday morning. And thanks also goes to Paul Prendergast for providing us with all the Latics Mind questions. The title music for the show is by Manchester DJ and producer Starion, and for more information visit bandcamp.com/Red Laser Records. You can help change the game by listening to us on the Fan Hub app along with all major podcast platforms. Please like, subscribe and review the pod and help us climb the rankings to get more listeners wherever you listen. Thank you for listening, and if you'd like to be a guest or contribute to the show in any way, we'd love to hear from you. See you next week.